In this video, we're gonna talk about how you can go viral and even make a ton of money on the platform of TikTok. Now, you're probably watching this and you're like, Austin, but the last I checked, TikTok was just a bunch of young freaking kids, okay, just kind of like Vine was back in the day, and there's really no way that I can monetize on that platform, and why would I even want to gain a lot of followers or a lot of views or even have the opportunity to go viral on TikTok? You might even be wondering why you would get on TikTok in general. I mean, after all, you're already trying to post on your YouTube, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, and your Instagram, maybe even your LinkedIn and other various platforms, and the last thing you have time for is to be posting on your TikTok. But in this video, we're gonna talk exactly why you should be posting on your TikTok, and if you aren't already, why you should make a TikTok account and actually take it seriously. I don't know if there's a lot of other people talking about this, so I would encourage you to stay till the very end of the video because we are going to literally dive into the nuts and bolts of why I think TikTok is going to be the up and coming, the next big platform, such as kind of like Vine was back in the day. Obviously, Vine fell off and died out. But I think at the end of the day, if you're serious about social media at all, I mean, whatsoever, even if you're not big on social media right now, but you have an interest of getting big on social media, I'm gonna tell you why TikTok is the platform for you. Maybe you remember and maybe you don't, but a little while ago, there was a platform called Vine. Now, there's been a lot of platforms like Vine, okay, over the years that have made people go viral. Okay, but Vine in particular, you probably watched people like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Amanda Cerny, and so many other people literally go viral from posting funny videos or stupid videos on Vine, and then ultimately they ended up growing and transferring that audience to other platforms just like YouTube and Instagram, and now they've made millions and millions and millions of dollars from actually doing that. Now, there are thousands of social media platforms going into 2020, and there's 7.6 billion people on planet Earth, and about 3.4 billion of those people are actually on social media, okay? A platform of some sort. I don't know if you did that math the way that I just did that math, but that is about 45% of every human being on the face of the planet that is actually on social media. Okay, so let's just get into it. I mean, what is TikTok? What is the point of TikTok? How does TikTok work? And why in the world should you make a TikTok? So you might know and you might not know, but TikTok is kind of similar in a way to Instagram, okay? The difference is, in my opinion, and we're gonna talk about this much more as we go on into the video, but the difference between TikTok and Instagram is that TikTok, as of right now, does not have an algorithm that is suppressing your content. I don't know if you remember, but about 5 years ago, give or take, Facebook, okay, you could make an actual profile on Facebook and you could actually post on your feed on Facebook, okay, and literally like a ton of people would see your stuff. And then over time, they made a bunch of adjustments and they kind of, at the end of the day, they honed it in a little bit, right? They brought everything in and they updated their algorithm, and their algorithm got better and it got smarter. But the problem with that is the platform of Facebook actually became a pay-to-play platform. Now, what does that mean, pay to play? Okay, what it essentially means is that Mark Zuckerberg and the team over at Facebook and all of the high ups, okay, they essentially decided that they're gonna, essentially create an algorithm that is going to actually dictate what you see and what you don't see, because the algorithm is gonna be smart and it's gonna know, what it is that you actually wanna see. And really, furthermore, what it really boils down to is that they want to not show your content to anybody and everybody, because the reality of it is they want you to spend money, right? They want you to spend money on ads. I mean, how many times you're scrolling through Facebook, right? You're scrolling through Instagram these days and an ad pops up. It pops up on your story, it pops up on your feed, it pops up on the side of Facebook, okay? And that is because they want people like you and me to pay for other people, right, for the consumer to actually see our content. So in a nutshell, they don't want us to organically be able to reach thousands of people or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of people, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't make any money if we could organically reach that many people. So as you've seen, now Instagram has started to evolve, right? And as you've probably seen, a ton of videos on Instagram popping up all over the place, and YouTubers and Instagram influencers talking about how the Instagram algorithm is so freaking hard in 2020, right? It's impossible to grow, and likes are going away, and comments are going down, and engagement's going down, and all these different things on Instagram, when just a couple of short years ago, you could post on Instagram and literally go viral. I mean, all you had to do is post good content, have good hashtags, and a couple of other things. Maybe have a good edit on your picture, okay? A good bio, a good name, and I mean, maybe just be in a bikini and have a big fat butt, and it would be really easy to go viral on Instagram. But nowadays, it is not easy to go viral on Instagram, and it's certainly not easy to get big on Facebook. YouTube is obviously an entirely other conversation, but what I want you to consider is that TikTok is Instagram 3 or 4 years ago. TikTok is Facebook, kind of, in a nutshell, okay, multiple years ago from the standpoint of the algorithm. Now, what I mean by that is right now, you post something on TikTok, and TikTok will actually show your content to a lot of freaking people. They haven't gotten money hungry quite yet, and they haven't gotten smarter than you, and essentially, they're actually willing to place your content in front of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of people, unlike some of the other platforms out there right now. And I get it, right? A couple of short months ago, or maybe even a year ago, or whenever you heard about TikTok, or maybe this is your first time about hearing about TikTok, but people have been talking about how it's just a bunch of kids on the platform, and there's nobody older on the platform, and it's just a bunch of young guns on the platform, right? And at the end of the day, who wants a following of a bunch of 12-year-olds? But the reality of it is, it's not just a bunch of 12-year-olds anymore, okay? You've got guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, Dwayne Johnson, okay? You have all kinds of different people on TikTok nowadays that are actually attracting a much older and a much more mature audience. So why would you want to post on TikTok? Well, I'll give you a couple of different reasons. Obviously, number one is that you have an extremely high likelihood of going viral, right? You don't have to be anything special. You don't have to mic up and get a camera and a bunch of lighting and all this crazy stuff to go viral on TikTok, right? So essentially, you can post regular, ordinary stuff for the most part, and you have a way higher chance of a lot more people seeing that content than you do on other various platforms. You know, another thing that you might want to do is you might want to build your YouTube channel or build your Instagram account. And TikTok makes it very easy in your profile, when somebody's on your profile, to click the button and to actually go straight to your Instagram or straight to your YouTube and actually be logged in as a user on those other platforms, making it significantly easier to actually follow or subscribe to you on your other platforms. So if you're trying to go viral, maybe you have a YouTube channel you're trying to grow, or you have an Instagram account you're trying to grow, and you see the value of having a social media presence, and you see the value of marketing, and you see the value of reaching a wide audience and getting people to know who you are and what you stand for and what you're about, then maybe by going viral on TikTok, you can actually take the audience that you gain and move them over to platforms like Instagram or YouTube. Pretty much there's 1,000 different reasons why you would get on any new platform that makes it easier to reach a lot of people organically. I mean, at the end of the day, the last thing you or I want to do is pay thousands of dollars in marketing just to reach people that we could reach organically just by switching over momentarily onto a new platform. So essentially, in a nutshell, TikTok is a phenomenal up-and-coming platform with a ton of freaking users worldwide. And I encourage you to actually get on the platform. And I encourage you to take the knowledge and the wisdom that you gain with the platform of TikTok and do it on other platforms, right? If you're not already. I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to get in front of as many people as you can possibly get in front of going into 2020. And I don't care what it is that you do, right? I don't care. Maybe you're a real estate agent. Maybe you do insurance. Maybe you do Shopify or Amazon FBA, or maybe you sell a course, or you're a YouTuber, or maybe you work a normal 9-to-5 job. Look, at the end of the day, everybody is on social media, right? I mean, billboards and TV commercials and radio ads, they might still work on some level, but for the most part, people are on social media. And from a marketing standpoint, you want to go where people are at. The last thing you want to do is wait another year or another 5 years or whatever and miss the boat entirely. I mean, you've watched so many people before your eyes literally go viral and become quote unquote like Instagram famous or YouTube famous or become a YouTuber or whatever. And the last thing that you want to do sitting here watching this video right now is to let another one of those opportunities pass you by. Look, TikTok is very, very, very simple. You get on TikTok and you can actually post video very, very easily. There's actually some cool features that they don't have on platforms like Instagram, such as literally being able to pause in the middle of recording a video and to kind of pick up where you left off and continue to record the same video on TikTok without actually having to have some sort of crazy editing software or anything like that, which actually allows the videos to be a bit more entertaining and a bit more, I guess, like people want to stay. There's a little bit more retention, audience retention on the videos, because rather than it being maybe one scene or something like that, there actually can be multiple different things happening or multiple different scenes by being able to essentially add multiple different segments to a video. There's multiple reasons you'd want to get on TikTok, and another quick thing that I am going to mention is if you do have a YouTube, right? If you are posting on YouTube, but maybe you've heard recently about YouTube compilations, right? Or top 10 YouTube channels like Fortnite best snipes, right? Or top 10 fastest trains, or the 10 most expensive cars in the world, or the 10 things that Bill Gates does every day when he wakes up in the morning, okay? These are essentially YouTube channels where you do not have to show your face on any level. You just essentially take compilations of other people's content, post it on a random YouTube channel, and now you have the opportunity to go viral on YouTube as well. And what I want to end with is this, that if you're getting on TikTok and you understand the platform at a very high level, you can essentially now take some of that content and you can actually move it over and do TikTok compilations, which there's a ton of people doing on YouTube right now and actually going viral on YouTube simultaneously to TikTok, because they're taking the TikTok compilations, posting them on YouTube, and now going viral on both platforms, okay, which is a phenomenal idea, just depending on how you want to do it. If you want to have more of a personal brand and you want to be the guy or the girl in front of the camera, or maybe you don't want to be in front of the camera, right? And maybe you just want to get on TikTok to study what other people are doing and to take that content and actually post it onto YouTube to go viral on YouTube. In either scenario, TikTok is a phenomenal platform to get onto, and I honestly think that you are just missing the freaking boat if you are not on TikTok going into 2020. Look, if you have any sort of aspiration to get on social media, I encourage you right now to like the video and go on TikTok and download the platform, okay, make an account, and actually start studying the platform a little bit more. Start playing around with it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Do you like TikTok? Do you hate TikTok? Do you want to see more videos on TikTok? Do you want to see more videos on other things that I typically talk about, okay? And again, if you haven't already, smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm put this video in front of more people that need to see it just like you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.